Producer Charlie is here with a rundown on everything you need to know about the box office and what happened this weekend. So where do we start?
Okay, so not much new came out this weekend. Really, only one big movie came out.
But everyone's talking about it.
I mean, it did great. The box office, it was actually really good. We have the newest MonsterVerse installment, Godzilla, Kong, the new Empire. So this is PG-13. Godzilla and Kong face a colossal threat hidden deep within the planet, challenging their very existence and the survival of the human race.
What a setup.
Wow. Right. So this is the 5th installment in the MonsterVerse franchise. We have our returning players, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, and Kaylee Hoddle. They reprised from Godzilla vs. Kong, came back in like 21. Dan Stevens from Downton Abbey, he joins the cast for this one, plus a few new smaller players as well. Of the 5 in the franchise, this one's my favorite.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Great.
I felt like the Titans had a lot more screen time.
Okay.
And the fights were just fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it flew by, in my opinion. It had some good chuckles that the IMAX viewers all had. It did great worldwide, though. 194 million, 80 million of that came from the US and Canada. And its budget was 135, so it's already surpassed that.
Yeah, that's not a bad cash out amount.
Not at all. And so far this year, it's the 7th highest grossing film.
Wow.
Dune Part 2 is #1 currently.
That's incredible.
So you said you were excited to watch this, right?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's definitely a good one, I think. Have you guys watched, I mean, I assume you watched the other ones. Blake, have you watched
I've never seen any of these, but I do love Brian Tyree Henry, who's in this, but I have not seen any of these.
Yeah, he's kind of like the comedic aspect of it. You should definitely watch them. I like the Godzilla ones probably a little bit more than Kong, personally. I root for him. And sadly, he has less screen time, I feel like. Even though he's the main person because it's Godzilla, always first. So.
All right, what else you got?
So moving on, this was a screen unseen from AMC. So it doesn't come out till April 12th, but we have Sting, a rated R horror thriller movie.
Oh.
So this is about a 12-year-old named Charlotte, played by Alia Brown. And after she realizes that she finds this little spider, basically, and she keeps it as a pet, you know, like most 12-year-olds do. It turns out, though, that this spider is kind of like an alien spider, and it grows, and basically she learns from her mistakes of keeping that spider, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest horror person, but I actually really liked this one. It had more aspects of horror than I feel like most horror movies have had recently. Yeah. A lot of them are more suspense-filled, it feels like, anymore. But this one kind of had some spooky aspects to it.
Some spooky aspects.
Yeah. So like the tagline of this one is, "Your biggest fear just got bigger."
Nope, I don't like that. I'm out. I am out.
So it was actually pretty good, though.
Okay.
So it comes out April 12th. So if you're looking, and it's an Australian film.
Oh,
so if you're looking for
fun.
a fun little horror movie, you know, might go see it.
Just make your fears bigger. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
So currently, box office rankings, we have Godzilla and Kong at first place, followed by our new Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Dune Part 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Immaculate. If you notice, just sequel.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Seems to be the big thing anymore.
Yeah. What else is coming up new this week?
This weekend we have Monkey Man and The First Omen. The First Omen is the prequel of the Omen series. I have not seen any of them. I'm debating on whether to go see this one or not, just because I haven't seen the other ones. We'll see. And then streaming this week, we have Disney's big movie Wish that came out at the end of the year.
I forgot about that.
I didn't even see that one yet.
I actually really liked that.
I'm behind.
It, if you haven't, because like it's their 100th year, their big one that they've been waiting on.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of references to past Disney movies.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So very good. Also, a new streaming movie on Netflix this Friday is Scoop. So this is how the BBC obtained the bombshell interview with Prince Andrew about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. So
this looks really good. I saw the preview on that.
Okay,
and it does look very good.
Yeah, I found that when I was seeing what was coming out, and I'm sure
it looks super interesting, and it's like like a lot of people are familiar with that kind of scenario in more recent timing, and so I think that will be a big hit for a lot of people.
For sure.
Yeah, very interesting. All right, well, thanks for all your insight. Go see a movie at the movie theaters. All right, well.